think you need to know stuff.
Need to know.
You don't need to know
I
stuff.
need to know.
No, you don't.
It's weird. It's a weird placement.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the
Are you allowed
hertz
to
in the
play this
golden
song?
rule, centimeters
so.
of
I don't
ether, I
think
hear
you're
in the
allowed.
speaker, motivational
man,
teacher
you
with
sure?
words that burn people, singing the headlines line with discord, it's either genocide or the
This is
planet
licensed.
uproar,
Oh,
never
no.
good, the rules in paradise are never
Cut.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go back to the free stuff. Let's
Hi,
go.
everybody.
Hello, troops.
Hi.
We have a special guest today. She's known as Kiwi, or Kiwi-san. Sometimes Chris, sometimes Chan.
Chris Chan? No.
Yes.
Do you know the meme of Chris Chan?
No, what is the meme of Chris Chan?
He made like Sonic comics.
Sonic comment.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog.
What's his name?
Chris Chan.
Chris Chan meme. Which one?
Do comment. What is that? Ugh.
Comic.
Yeah, Sonic comics.
Oh, Sonic.
I think that's it. It's this one. It's this one.
Wait, what?
This is his drawings.
This?
Yeah.
This isn't a meme, it's just bad drawing.
No, he himself is a meme. He did like, I don't know. I think he's a bad man.
This one?
Was he in Family Guy? No, that's fake.
Oh.
That can't be real. He's not that famous.
Okay, let's see, I need to move.
He says you need to turn up your mic.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Hello? I was playing your what was his name again? Najubes. But then we found out that it's copyrighted, so I can't play it anymore. Can everyone hear me?
I can't read. What does that say?
How'd you say that? Okay. Nujubes. Alright, let's change to the main. Today, we're going back to mainly open guard, but we'll quickly go over close guard. Because close guard's a bit
Those are old videos.
boring.
They're old.
But I want to do this bit here when we break the guard open. But I'll quickly recap this kind of stuff. Let me just fix. Oh, I need to open my page. Can we
What
entertain
page?
them?
What page?
I need my drawing tool.
Do you guys know about the stock market? I don't
Zoom
know
it.
shit about it.
Zoom it. This one, so I can draw. Oh, I need to put the things here. There we are. Alright. So, close guard. I think this lesson is just about the first few things. They're just talking about how to break the posture. Mainly using your legs half of the time. And that kind of stuff. Here we have like 3 moves. We call the first one the split, where you're splitting the hands open. We have a Um, kind of a split, same one there, but to the side this time.
Drag.
Yeah, drag to go into like the back takes
I can
or
never get
sweeps.
that one.
And we have a swim, which is kind of going underneath. Those are kind of the three traditional ones when people are basing on your hips or tummy.
Mm.
There.
Is there like pushing?
Yes. They're trying to posture up. And then there's actually a good timing for each one of them. The split is when the hands are really low onto your hips. It's a lot easier to split it open than to swim. There's less space. The drag, you can do it when it's like around the mid-level. Drag it across. And then this is the big one. If it's right on your chest, that's always a swim. Because it's really easy.
So if they're going for under your armpits, you could do that before they reach your armpits.
Yes. But if they're going for the armpit grip, they're usually down very low. So you won't be able to swim.
Okay.
One more over here.
God, Matt, you know this music feels like I'd fall asleep.
Change. I always play
It's
the
like
same.
bedtime
I always
music.
play the same one. What's this one? Oh, this is
Hot
this,
dog.
those rubber guards. Kiwi went through a rubber guard phase, didn't you?
Yeah, when I was very new. When I started jiu-jitsu, and people would be like, she's doing rubber guard?
When you break someone's posture, that's a good time to do rubber guard.
I don't ever get it anymore. Like, at all.
You forget,
No, people just
and you're not rolling.
don't fall for it.
It's hard to get to close guard.
Yeah.
Okay. I did add some submissions to this one. These are the type of arm bars we can do. 2-on-1
Marianne?
control versus elbow control. 2-on-1, that just means
Very nice.
you use 2 grips, one on the sleeve, one on the triceps. While the elbow control is the traditional one that we do at start of a warm-up or something, or most people teach you to go for elbow control. But they're 2 quite good ones. Here we go. Avoiding the stack on the arm bar is the main thing you gotta watch out for. Someone starts stacking you like this, that's your counter to the arm bar. Pulling out your arm. That must happen to all of us at some point. If it doesn't stack, this is what usually happens. You just collapse the person down with your legs. If it stacks, you're meant to spin underneath. That's pretty much all you need to remember for arm burst.
What about that leg thing? When you get arm bar and you
Hug the leg to sweep.
Yeah.
You can do that anytime they're on both knees. So here, you could go for it if you wanted to. Yeah. Or if they step up with the wrong leg, which is this one, they step up with that leg, you can also do the same move. Okay, avoiding the guard break. This is only for people who want to force the close guard game and not let the person open your guard. We have
It's so messy.
the standard guard break there, where people use their elbow dig. So one more time. We have the second one, which is the technical stand. So how to counter both of those. First one's the elbow dig. Cross grip is great against it, and you kind of just hip over, and you can usually drag but you do have to be quite quick with it.
Mm.
Like as soon as they have that elbow in position, because that grip isn't easy to break. And I think I did it wrong here. Yeah.
I usually use 2 hands to do
Yeah.
grips like that.
And if you had the choice of going over and under the arm, go under. Slightly better. But you do end up with a nice drag if you do get it. Stand-up prevention, arch and collapse. They take that first step, you arch your hips right up. Second step, you pull them down.
Very effective.
Good time to use the arm drag. A lot of times, you're setting up an arm bar, and the person just digs their elbow down to stop it. That's when you can switch to a nice 2-in-1 grip, and then hip up and down to drag the arm. And same arm drag from there, go towards the back. Well, this video is long. Those are the kind of traditional kind of counters to the guard breaks, but you can literally set up any moves that you like afterwards. So as long as your guard's not open. Here's an arch collapse followed by an arm bar or something. But you could do an arch and collapse to a sweep that we're going to look at now. Arm drags, whatever. Just be ready to follow up with something instead of just collapsing them and then doing nothing.
I do that.
Boom, boom, boom. Sweeps. This is the sweeps we were practicing in the dummy classes. We looked at this closed guard chain. First one is our standard hip bump. Break the posture, stuff the head. Sit up all the way to your hands and elbows. Elbow to hand, and then hip bump them over. Often when you go for this chain, you get countered. One of the counters is, as you're trying to sweep, they base wide of their arm. So then you can start this attacking the Kimura. Different versions of hip bump. The standard one I did was a swim. Then I stuffed her head under the arm. Then I got up at the same time as she did. The direct hip bump's a bit different. You use a collar tie instead. So you just sit up and you hip bump over. Or you can grab the back of the neck like a collar tie and then do it. But anytime someone's sitting back really heavily on their heels, you can just go for this. I don't think I added here, but another counter people do to you when you go for the hip bump is as you're sitting up, they kind of hug you around to push you back down. And when they do, the neck is kind of exposed, so you can wrap up a guillotine on the head. We did that in the dummy classes. Things to avoid. Sitting up at the wrong time. You are opening your legs, so the person could push your leg down and just slide through. Yeah, if you're wondering what a hip bump count is, it's just to thrust your hips forward.
Yeah, hip bump back.
Standard scissor sweep. Collar and sleeve, shrimp, and sweep them. Kind of everybody learns this at some point. Heavy knee variation. This is where the person has a very hard base, so you kick their knee instead. Very nice beginner friendly techniques. And it's quite good if you're trying to open your guard. One leg up variation.
Looks the same.
Yeah, it's the same move, but she has one leg up. So if someone's standing like this on you, it's very easy to sweep them towards that direction.
Mm.
But the most common one is the flower sweep, where you just go underneath.
Mm.
And here's the flower sweep. So the flower sweep is we take some form of same side sleeve control. That could be sleeve or elbow grip, whatever you can. And with our free arm, we underhook the far leg. I did this stand. This isn't actually the flower sweep, to be honest. We call it the shanji sweep. I'm doing just the leg curl version, which is I stomp this down and I kind of hit her with the back of my knee at an angle to collapse her. The standard flower sweep's the one where you underhook the leg really deep, and then we swing our hips to sweep.
Mm.
But they're both kind of very similar. I'm frozen.
Frozen. More tech issues.
We're back. Things to avoid. Lots of things to avoid. But going for a flower sweep and someone sits down heavily on your hand and you get stuck, that's never fun. There is a couple of cheeky submissions the person on top can go for. One of them is a wrist lock, the other one's an arm bar. It's very embarrassing getting caught in those. So take your arm out if someone sits on it quite heavily. Here's this good stuff now. Your guard's broken, so we need to set up different guards instead of just letting the guy pass straight away. Okay? The most often one we get forced into is the half guard, where our guard's broken, they step over.
Oh.
This happened. So a guard gets broken, they step over a leg, we're forced into a half guard. Don't be that person that forgets to put a knee shield. If you don't bring that knee shield in time, you're gonna get into a bad half guard. Make sure you got your frames in place, and then you can start playing your half guard game if you got one. Lasso. She breaks your guard. As soon as the guard's broken, I start moving my hips out of the way and placing my feet onto the hips, so I can generate this kind of distance, and now I could play spider or lasso. Once we get into a half guard, we can start our transitions to whatever style you like playing. We have traditional half guard where we look for underhooks, half butterfly, one leg X, deep half. So we're just gonna look at some transitions now. This is a half butterfly. So she breaks the guard. I get my knee shield in place. I create a nice distance and set up my butterfly hook. And I could set up my butterfly sweep now. One more time. It's the move you've been practicing.
It's hard.
One leg X transition, so this links into the previous lesson we did. So we have, this is the same kind of half butterfly transition here, but instead of sweeping the person towards that side, I'm going to play one leg X instead. So I start forcing her in that direction to make a base. Whoops.
What happened?
There it is. Makes a stand, and that's us in one leg X. One more time.
Oh.
These ones are so,
They're broken, no?
yeah. Deep half transitions now. Shoot in for double underhooks, one on the leg and one on the arms. Then we thrust our hips in to get to deep half. Then you can start playing your deep half game. So those are all our kneeling options. So we have two types of people. They stand up. They open your guard standing and they open guard kneeling. For the kneeling options, these are all your kind of transitions against the kneeling opponent. There are a few more, but those are the traditional ones. And then we have the ones against standing opponent, which are these: collar and sleeve, del hivo, one leg X, lasso, spider. So first one is spider. As soon as they stand, place your feet on the hips and then on the biceps, and then you're ready to play your spider guard. You can go for your spider chain. From spider, you can kind of set up all your drills or all your transitions. Here's the easier one, lasso or de la hiver. But you could go to them in any given order that you like, or whatever you're strongest at. Just go for it. Last, spider. This is just the correct transition if someone's quite agile in terms of passing. Collar and sleeve gives you the most control to set up your guards. So if you can, switch to collar and sleeve before you go to lasso or before you go to de la hiva. Because what happens is, if you don't do your transitions well, this is the main thing that happens. As you're switching to lasso, they take their arm away, they can push and sweep and pass, sorry. Here's another kind of counter. As you're transitioning to lasso, she just pushes my leg away. So again, the main lesson for today is we set up our closed guard. We have a closed guard plan, which is break the posture, set up your moves. The main ones: 2-on-1 arm bars, elbow controls, belly downs, etc. I think most people know these. We have our stack preventions, which is the spin under. We have our leg curls. If he doesn't stack, you can just take him over.
Juji.
There's the spin under. For beginners, that's probably the most important armbar transition you need to remember. Avoiding the guard breaks. If you want to be a good closed guard player, you can't let people open your guard too easily. The main two that you're going to come across is this kneeling pushing kind of style and the standing kind of style. So for the kneeling, we have our 2-on-elbow kind of elbow dig counter. Grab the sleeve, break the grip. The standing arch and collapse. Lift your hips, collapse them down, and then set up your moves. Arm drag, arm bar, whatever. Just constantly be attacking from close guard. Then we have our sweeps. Standard hip bump, swim move, stuff the head, and sit up for your moves. From there you can create your own chain again. We've got the Kimura options. Where if she bases, you go for the Kimura. We have our direct hip bump. This is where if the person hugs you back, you can guillotine them often. That's just the hip bump counter. If people are hip bumping you, you know what to do. Again, there's so many kind of close guard moves that you can go for, but it's just giving you a general kind of little bit of options. Oops, that's the hip bump. We have our scissor sweep for those beginners. Knees across and use your legs to sweep. Heavy knee variation, where someone's sitting very heavily onto their knee, try to kick instead. And flower sweeps, that's another good one to remember. Elbow control, underhook or grab the leg, and leg curl to finish. But the main thing today was we have our kneeling variations, which is the person on their knees, and we can always attack and defend at the same time. And then we have our start of an open guard thing, which is the main thing I want people to understand, that once your guard is broken, you start setting up your next kind of sequences. So the most standard one is our half guard, which we can set up kind of normal half guard where we've got our knee shield in place, our frames, and our punch block. We have our lasso. This is a great one, and it slows down the fight a bit. We have our half guards with butterflies. One leg X transitions and deep half transitions. And then from the standing aspect, we have De La Rivas, one leg X, lassos, and spiders. So they stand up, set up your guard instantly if your guard's broken or you've forgotten your arch and collapse sequence. These are just the things to watch out for. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? No, it's all good. So as long as you have a plan for close guard where you're constantly attacking. If you don't like close guard, you're gonna open your guard and you're gonna set up whatever kind of moves that you like instead of kind of waiting for the person to attack you. And as long as you have a decent guard in place in a good position, you'll be good. Okay, because the worst thing that happens is people open your guard and then you kind of get stuck in the smashed half guard half of the time. Indicators or combinations for scissors. Ooh. To be honest, I stopped using scissor sweep a long time ago. But I really like this version of it, which is normally when you're teaching a scissor sweep, people tell you to grab this color and this sleeve, and then you shrimp, and then you scissor sweep to this side. I quite like doing the opposite on the side that they're elbow digging, because that's the side they usually push your leg down and step over. So if you can get control of that sleeve instead and grab that color, big shrimp, that means that if they try to step over your leg, they will trip themselves up. So that's kind of my favorite little variation. But yeah, it is a quite hard sweep to pull off. But the worst thing that happens is, especially why I like this side so much, is that you'll fail even if you fell here, you'd just be left in half guard with a very nice collar and sleeve like this. Imagine she stepped over my leg. And the only way she can really step over my leg with good base is if she steps up on her leg or has a really wide base. And if she has a wide base, you can get in a really easy butterfly hook and then just do a regular butterfly sweep. Or you can put your foot onto her hip and start playing open guard. So those are the combinations I'd use. Cool? But yeah, it is harder to sweep people. The heavy knee one, if you don't know this one, if they freeze or just sit, this really helps. Just kick their knee and sweep. Cool? Any other ones before we move on? What's that, man?
I don't know, it was weird. They're literally on the curb.
Alright, moving on. Iggy versus Kiwi now, Kiwi.
What?
I've been analyzing our rows while you weren't here, so I could smash you more.
No.
You've been my test subject. So
Ew.
so we have these first videos that we looked at last week, right? Which one was it? Not this one.
You can't have the music play. Does that music play?
We had this one, which we looked at last time. And that was a nice move that Kiwi did to me. Let's see if we can find it. And I had never seen the move before. Was it this one? No. Where
How
was
are you
it?
gonna find it like that?
I know which bit it was. It was around here. From deep off.
Deep half.
Yeah. I was in deep off and you countered my deep off with some move. Where was it?
Need to plan these lessons more.
It was something like this.
Oh, there was deep half there.
No, it was here.
That one?
No, I might have deleted it. Alright, anyway, let's
Well
look
done.
at the latest one. So I think this is the latest one.
When was it, last week?
Yes. It's last week, me vs. Kiwi. What's going through your mind here, Kiwi-san?
Oh, God knows. Pull guard.
So pulls guard
Dilahiva.
straight into Dilahiva.
I'm gonna do that rocking thing.
She
Oh,
does a
didn't.
very nice rock off balance. Her hook dies over here, but she regains
I'm
it.
trying to do.
So that's me trying to teach you to do that move that we've been practicing.
Which one? Oh, you're kicking my foot off.
Yes. So what you meant to do here?
Catch the leg.
Yes. She means hook behind my knee over here with this foot.
But I went the other way. I tried getting up.
Yes. You just get up.
But it works.
Yes, it does. Here's a passing chain. She gets to the hub.
It's so tiring to pass all the time.
You get used to it.
I hate playing top.
Drag. This is a nice sequence. Look at that. Boom.
And that's all my energy gone.
Oh, we've seen this one already. That's the knee borrow.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, I think the white key was the latest one.
No, it wasn't. The black
30.
was.
Oh, here's the numbers. Sorry, I have numbers on them.
Because I didn't wear the
Where
white
is
key after that.
Oh, 50. This.
I hated
Oh,
it.
is this one?
That's not the new one.
No, 50. It is because it's 59. I numbered
No,
them.
it's not.
But I
If you
did no.
check
I
the
mean,
phone
I
now.
didn't analyze it. That's what I mean.
Oh, ew. So this was like 2 weeks ago then.
Yeah. Oh, here's the move that I've been trying to counter you from. So you keep doing this move to me, where you push my hook down
Yeah.
and you underhook my leg
Yeah.
and force me into the other side, which is
But
very annoying.
You trapped my leg, both my legs one time when I did that.
Kiss of the dragon. Nice recover here. And we collapse. When I go on, so here, when I have this knee shield in place and you stop pressuring me, I can just spin underneath really easily. Do you remember I kept telling you to sit back? This was all before we did those types of passing where you push the shin. You understand? So look how much clumsier you were back then. So you kind of gave me that move.
When do you sit back?
Is the distance passing?
Ugh.
Very nice. I like the changing of the level that you do. Here, when I sit up, you should be a lot more aggressive in terms of passing. So me sitting up like this is a mistake of mine. If you just Toriaded me straight to whatever side you wanted, you would have got a nice pass. But you kind of slow down and you wait.
Arms.
Yeah.
Ugh, what happened?
This is a nice sequence. So here I grab your ankle like a reverse de la Riva hook. Then I swing my leg behind you to try to hook this back leg. See? So it's like rewinding from reverse de la Riva to de la Riva.
That's annoying.
I get de la Riva here, I get right behind you.
And I collapse.
Do a good job defending the bolo and stuff. I get leg drag. I think I tripped there somehow. Long step. Windshield. Ooh. How are you recovering from this?
I don't know.
Good job. Look at that. Hey, am I gonna get a pass? Oh, she tries to spin underneath. That was nice.
I'm 100% annoyed at this point.
Yes.
I'm just like kicking you. Look, see.
I can tell when you're annoyed. She gets more aggressive as the timer goes on. Oh, I see the sweep that she gets here. Oh, I think I just...
You just went down.
I think I just collapsed there.
Yeah,
Cause I was feeling...
I didn't do anything.
Sometimes I feel bad because I'm going... I can hear you breathing really heavily. So I kind of let it go on top.
But I hate passing. Why would you let me go on top?
Because it's easier.
Look at me. I'm dead already. Look at the way I'm moving. This is you being nice.
So
wow.
here's a little thing that you do that's bad. Every time I grab the sleeve, you grab my sleeve back. And
So what do I do?
that's not doing anything for you. You need to grab my collar or something to keep this arm in place. Oh, here's Kiwi's famous over-unders now.
It didn't even
Stop
happen.
trying to break the belt grip.
This doesn't look fun.
There's our wader X position that we've been working on.
Just stuck.
You gave me so much time because you're not moving.
But I don't know what to do. I'm stuck.
You just gotta spin. And
Do I roll? I get
shake me
scared to
off.
roll randomly.
You could roll underneath me to that side. Your best move is to get between my legs. Yeah,
How do I get between your legs? Your leg is.
You
blocking
use
me
your
there.
arm. You're using your arm to do something here. You're in my collar, you see?
Oh, okay.
That arm, you can just push my legs. Anytime in wader, if you can push my legs away, you're good. But you give me enough time to wedge my foot inside. Look how slow I
I
am.
don't know what I'm doing.
Look how slow I am as well. There's the first hook. Then I'm crawling behind. And then I have to take my arm out.
I think I'm just trying to be heavy so you can't do
Oh,
it.
no, you're trying to footlock me. I just saw you.
Sometimes I think if I can just stay grounded, then you can't do anything.
Back to passing.
I'm dead, I can tell.
Nice drag. Locks my leg.
How do you
Perfect
remember
squat
which videos
stance.
you've already seen?
Huh?
How do you know what
I usually delete them after. But I didn't delete those two. Very nice back take. I think we're just going for back takes here. Nice. This is a good move that you did. See, you noticed that I was killing your legs, so you just sit up really fast and hug my leg.
How do I stand up? Because I want to do that now.
There's not much science behind it. Just stand up.
Sometimes I struggle though. Look.
You're not trying to stand up here. You're trying to grab my sleeve.
Mentally I am, but my body's not doing it. Because I think the standing up takedowns are cool.
Nice wader. Comes up on top. Nice shin block there. Now you're kind of finding the rhythm when you're passing. Can you see it?
I think I'm just tired.
I like that move. Because you see me crisscrossing a lot to defend your leg drags.
Yeah.
And then you take a 2-on-1 on the top leg and just push it down. I would try that on you. See? Steve's saying some really nice leg drags.
I can't read it.
He's
I'm blind.
complimenting you on your leg drags.
Passing is fun. If you have stamina, maybe. It's tiring.
Here you get caught in the wader thing again. We need to fix that.
I can see when you're doing it because you're so angled this way. Or when you're going for it.
Nice little scramble from the back here. You usually just turtle and do nothing. You're actually shaking me off on this one. Still some fight behind her.
I think I'm angry.
You do get a lot more feisty when I'm close to taking her back.
Or boloing me.
Yes.
I hate that.
She starts kicking me.
I hate when he bolos me.
You're quite annoying preventing the crab rides.
The trick is to always kick their legs. That's just my...
I try a cheeky armbar on you. And then that's time. How's that?
It looks messy.
Not gonna lie. Your passing looked very good on that one.
For like 2 seconds and then I
There wasn't.
Stop.
There was quite a few sequences.
Sometimes I'm like this, and then I'm like.
But you can see when you hit the kind of fluidity at some points
Yeah.
where you just looks really nice and fluid. Like these ones, these little transitions there. Drag 1, 2, blocks the leg. I swing my leg over the top. There you get a nice leg drag there. That's a full pass.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
10
10.
out of 10 pass.
Well done. Nice. So next rows, be careful with the wader. That's the main one. For you,
When you
wait.
catch my far leg.
If I get weight on you like this, look what I did to you. I push your thigh straight away.
Wait, but. Oh.
Understand? And you can
I
dive
thought
in
when you
between.
get weighter on me.
Yeah, that's the same, but this is you on me. If you're on top, push my leg away.
Oh.
And it should be the top one as well. Any of the legs.
Okay.
And if I sit up during your passing sequences, you should be toriading me.
Toriada.
Cool?
Toriada.
Awesome! So, by next row, or next video, we should see some more toriadas from Kiwi.
But this is an old video.
Yeah, but you still make the same mistakes.
Okay.
You do, because our rows are very similar each session.
Yeah, well, I don't know any new moves.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I just said.
It's hard in this lockdown. When you roll with the same person.
She's lucky, because I changed my style for her.
That's true, I can't change my style.
She just has
I
one
don't
little
have
move.
limited knowledge.
Sometimes I go pressure, sometimes I stop.
Sometimes you go fast and slow.
Sometimes I play with no eyes.
Oh my god, sometimes he'll close his eyes when we shake hands. So he can only go by feel and touch.
And you know what she does?
I take advantage
She
that
runs.
his eyes are closed.
She runs away from me, and then
So I'll do a double and
Slow-
take down.
slowly crawls away with no sound at all.
Yeah, I have to be quiet so you don't know where I am. I'll approach from behind.
Alright, guys, have a lovely weekend. Say bye, Kiwi.
Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
Okay, next week, Kiwi will do some more toriadas.
I'll do a flying armbar.
Yes, maybe a flying armbar.
Yeah.
We should do some bad judo.
Oh.
We'll film our bad judos as well.
We'll get bruises on our shins.
Yes, kick each other. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Any questions? Send me a private message or something if you want any of the PowerPoints. Take care. Have a lovely week.
Bye.
Bye bye.